Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Virgo. How are you? Thanks so much for clicking here. Look, Virgo, we are doing two hands today, so I'm going to do use one deck. I'm going to give you a reading with that deck, and then I'm going to pick up the cards. I'm going to go with a second hand, and I do this once in a while for you, so y'all don't have to resonate with one reading. So let's find out what's going on for you. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I just want to say, please, for those of you, no matter who your deity is, whether it's, who you're praying to, no matter who you're praying to, or if it's good energy that you're sending in meditations, please do that. Florida needs all the help that we can give them. Please, we just need a massive push of good energy that way. All right, if you're in Florida, hunker down, friends. We're doing the best we can over here to send you all the good energy we can. It feels a little helpless. I'm not going to lie. All right. Here we go. Let's find out about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Well, let that go then, because the tower's here. So I'm not going to flip it back in the deck. So we do have the tower. That's what we're starting with here. Tell me why the tower is here, please, for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. Wow. Whew. So it feels like there's a major shakeup coming here for you, Virgo. It's a major movement. It's upheaval. I'm just going to say, when the tower shows up, it can be hard energy, but I feel like you've manifested it. So I'm just going to say, with the Magician in the tower here, we know that whatever trials you'll be going through, it's because of your manifestation. And I don't mean that you've manifested hardship. What I mean to say is that when the Magician and the tower show up together, it's that the tower is showing up because of a manifestation that you have coming in. Things always get harder before they get better. But what I want to say is, when you make that manifestation, when you ask the universe for something else must change or must go. Something else has to end before something else can begin. It's the law of the universe. So whatever you've been manifesting has been coming in really slow. And I feel that your indication that your manifestation is about to show up is that the tower is here. And I feel like things are going to be falling in. I'm just going to say, whatever must end is going out with the tower. And it's because of the manifestation. So whatever you've been waiting for to show up, Virgo, it feels like it's about to show up. It's finally about to show up with the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like I want to say that the tower and the Magician being to here together is like practical energy. It feels like it's logical, because that's who the Knight of Coins is. It feels like it's logical. If you decide you want something and it's different than what you have must be gone before the new thing can arrive, and that's why the tower shows up. So I feel like the Hermit energy is here. This tower is showing up while you are in this energy of gathering wisdom, finding your light. It's a spiritual time. You might be spending maybe even too much time alone. Maybe you've been in Hermit energy for a really long time, manifesting, using your tools, manifesting whatever is about to show up. Tell me what the tower is about, please. Tell me what we need to know about this tower. This is a major change or shift in energy for you. It's bringing in something you've been asking for. Tell me about the tower. And there it is. We've got the Two of Coins. It's your decision. It's a decision that you made to manifest something. And I feel like this tower is falling so something else can speed up, or to give you some sort of decision to make in the 3D here. We do have more 3D energy. The Seven of Pentacles is here. It feels like you've been waiting a long time to make a decision about something. It really does feel like it's abundance. I feel like somebody is about to get the job, get the promotion. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles tells me that you've been working really, really hard. Some of you might even have a second job. It feels like somebody here has been working really hard, and around the corner is the harvest, because the seven is where you throw your seeds of intention and you nurture all of this. You work really hard. It almost feels like, I want to say that it's like this change comes in right at the moment when you're ready to give up. You're like, you know what, I've been working on this for years. I don't know why things aren't changing, but I've been working on it for years, and I think it's all coming in all at once. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Temperance card. It's time. Yeah, it's this moment of alchemy. that we've got going on here. It's time, it's divine timing. Things must change. The thing is that I really love the Tower showing up with temperance, because it's telling me that this isn't something that is going to devastate your life. This isn't such a hard change that you're not going to be able to recover. This is a change with temperance involved. So something you've been waiting on, then I feel like this shift is coming for you, Virgo, in the very near future, possibly even in the week ahead, and that things must change because of the moment of alchemy. It's time for things to be as they are. I feel like you've been really patiently working hard, keeping your head down, doing your thing. Some of you have been working like double hard with possibly 2 jobs, but you've been sort of juggling things, right? It feels like there's been a lot of juggling going on, and possibly this moment of alchemy with the Tower could end the juggling. Tell me what else is coming up here, please. The Magician is Gemini and Aries energy. It does feel like this is going to be a really hard sell. Like, it feels like something's about to change, and I feel like you're not going to like the change, Virgo, because you don't like things to move fast. But I feel like with this energy of the Gemini and the Aries energy here, things are about to pick up or move quicker than the Knight of Coins. And I don't know that you're necessarily going to be happy with that, but it's the way that things have got to be. We do have the Devil energy here. So I feel like the Tower is here because it's breaking down the bonds of fear, of doubt, of addiction, of something that was going on in your life that was obsessive or kept going around and around and around because it was attached to you. And I feel like the Tower is here to bust all of that away. And I feel like you're going to feel the effects of the Tower, but you're also going to feel free. You're going to feel like you've gotten some freedom. I'm going to say it feels like you're free of something. Yeah, you're going to be getting the victory here. So it feels like there is going to be a lot of attention on you as this Tower falls. Like, people are watching to see how you're going to react or respond. It's really the only choice that you have when the major arcanas show up, right? So the Devil here, I feel like this Tower is here to face the Devil. The Devil and the Tower are facing each other. We've got Capricorn and Scorpio energy. And it feels like that the Tower is falling because it's time for the Devil to lose its grip on you, because you're heading out here on this white horse into victory after a hard time. And I feel like the Devil had an attachment to you, or had you attached to something. It could be a mental attachment. We do have the Hermit here. It could be a spiritual attachment. Take it as it resonates for you. We've got the Justice card. Wow, that's really beautiful. Really beautiful. So you're about to get some balance, some justice, something you've been waiting for to go right. Something is about to make things right. The yin and the yang are here. I really love this depiction. You can see the yin and the yang are here. Something is about to come into complete balance for you. Something that you don't see coming, but you have knowledge of. For some of you, it could be a legal thing. It doesn't have to be. But the Justice card is Libra. Everything is now coming into balance. You're about to get some sort of victory after a really super hard cycle that you've been through. And I feel like the super hard cycle you were through is because you had some sort of a codependent attachment or an addiction. Somebody's breaking away from the Devil energy. No matter what that is for you, somebody is breaking away from this Devil energy, and you're about to get some justice in your life. And I feel like it's long overdue. It feels like it is for you. Tell me what else is going on here, please. We have the 7 of Cups. So it is going to be a time of confusion. It's going to be a time of emotional overwhelm, but it's also telling me here with the 7 of Cups and the Magician that you've manifested something from your dreams, something that you've been obsessively thinking about, something that you wanted. You've been thinking about it day in, day out, nonstop, over and over, and I feel like you're getting it. I feel like the Justice tells me that it's about to show up for you. Tell me what Justice is, please. Got the 9 of Cups. It gets better. It gets better here, Virgo. Wish fulfillment. So wish fulfillment and abundance is a very big word, right? It's emotional happiness. Whatever it is, and it's going to be different for all of you, whatever the emotional happy thing is, I feel is showing up here. It's going to be different for everybody. Tell me what the outcome is here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's see the outcome here for Virgo. We've got the 9 of of Pentacles. We've got the 9 of Wands. Look, we're at the 9s. It's around the corner, Virgo. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. Now, from a distance, it looks like the 5, right? But when we look up close, we see that somebody's planning for 3 more. So it feels like here that you've been living in some lack. And I would agree, because the 6 of Wands and the Devil tells me that you've come through the hardest cycle of your life. But the Tower is here, and it always is 100% of the time, whether we like it or not, the Tower is here for mercy. And so I feel like the Tower is here to break away anything that was an illusion, I'm going to say. The 7 of Cups also can be an illusion. It could be smoke and mirrors, right? So I feel like we're busting through that, busting away from it. I feel like the energy here is telling me with the 8 of Pentacles that now it's time for harvest, right? I was saying that the 7 is the place where you throw your seeds of intention, do all the work, and I feel like you've been working really hard. And we've got the 7 of Coins, and the 8 is here in the outcome. It's time for harvest. But look, 7 and 2 is 9, right? 8 and 2 is 10. It feels like there is something really big coming in for you here. It's been traveling super slow. It feels like it's abundance or confidence, or you're opening a business, or you're going to have a chance to buy into a business, possibly. It feels like whatever it is that you've been working on, and maybe it's yourself, Virgo. Maybe you've been working on changing the self. And if that's the case, I feel like you're at this place where it's finally the moment of alchemy. Everything is about to change. Everything is going to change when Temperance and the Tower are in the same reading. Things are not going to look the same. They're not going to feel the same. But I feel like it's almost like you've been outgrowing a vibration, because the 8 of Pentacles is about self-mastery. So you've been slowly outgrowing this vibration of exhaustion, of working by yourself, doing things alone, feeling like you've been left out, feeling like people have sort of left you on the side of the road. Like the 9 of Wands is about, I just can't do this anymore. And it almost feels like just in the nick of time, the Tower shows up and starts to give you change. I feel like this is a door that is flying open here somewhere. The 9 of Pentacles is here, right? We've got the 7 and the 2 is 9, and the universe answers back with the 9 of Pentacles. It's because you've worked really hard on your stability. You are now in this place where you are confident and stable. And if you are planning on starting a business, now might be the time to do that. But we do have the 9 of Wands. You've been working so hard. You've built yourself up from nothing, Virgo. And now you're in the 9 of Wands. Like, I don't really know that I have enough in the tank to put any more into this. And just as you're ready to give up, the Tower shows up and gives you the 8 of Pentacles, which is the harvest. I love this. This is beautiful. Tell me what else is coming up. We have the 2 of Wands, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the Ace of Coins. I feel like this is you deciding that I can no longer have regrets about the past. It's time for me to move forward into this Ace of Pentacles. And look, when the Ace of Pentacles shows up, anything is possible. It's going to change your life. The Tower is breaking apart the Devil. You're on a new path of victory. You're on a new path of balance and justice. Something is being said in your favor, or something is coming to a place where finally you're going to get what's deserved. And you've been, I feel, healing, working on the self, and you're the person who's been manifesting. You're a powerful manifester. I'm just going to say, whatever you want has been showing up. You go from the 5 of Coins to the Strength card. It feels like that's what's been going on in all this healing. The Hermit, the 8 of Pentacles, from the 7 to the 8, from working really hard to a place where we've got the harvest going on here. So I feel like you went from the 5 of Pentacles to the Strength card, which is you were holding back because you were feeling in lack. But I feel like with the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Wands, it feels like you get some sort of information about something that you knew was under the surface, you knew was true, but now with the Justice card, it's going to be confirmed. Something that you knew was going to happen, I feel, is going to move really quickly. I feel like a message is coming really quickly, which is going to start a new beginning for you. The Fool is here. 3 of Pentacles, it might be a message from a friend of a friend, somebody from work. Take it as it resonates for you. This is a general reading, but it feels like there is some really cool energy. Everything's about to change, and you have manifested it. So we have Aries and Gemini energy. We have Libra. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Lots of pentacles showed up, right? Capricorn energy, Virgo. We've got Sagittarius energy. We've got Scorpio energy. All right. Let's get the second hand. What else is coming up for Virgo, please? Tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. What else is coming up for Virgo? Whatever you give us, please. Whatever you give us. Tell me what's coming up for Virgo. Virgo, if you're interested in joining us over in the membership area, we've just put up the second module where I have, we are learning Major Arcana. If you're interested in that. Also, if you need a private read, you know what to do. Look in the pinned comment. Tell me about Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? We have the Hanged Man energy. We have the Seven of Wands. The Hierophant shows up with the Devil. And we have the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Excuse me. Virgo, it feels like there is... Virgo, it feels like you're sacrificing a friendship to stand up for yourself. That's what it feels like here. It's like you've learned something. You've learned a lesson. It feels like maybe somebody's been either copying your work or they might be taking a credit for something that you did, something you know, something you started. It's like it might be involved in the workplace. It could be, it doesn't have to be, but Pentacles to me, especially when we're looking at the Three of Pentacles, because we have two people that are looking on from another person who has got the skills. Like for me, this person is like really a perfectionist and they're really good at what they do. It's like they could teach others and people are looking on. But it feels like that the sacrifice tells me that you might be sacrificing maybe a job or a friendship and standing up for yourself. It feels like the reason you're standing up for yourself here is because there might be something that is toxic going on. And I feel like the Hierophant is here to tell us that you've learned your lesson about keeping your mouth shut. You've learned your lesson about not saying it, not pushing it out your mouth. It does feel like there is a situation here where somebody has got now a different perspective. And I feel like the perspective has caused you to boundary up. It's caused you to boundary up and keep somebody out of your life who I feel is somebody who is possibly dabbling in things that are not good for them. And I feel like with you being connected to them, it could possibly pour out onto you. It almost feels like it's a battle of good and bad here. That's what it feels like. It's like the Hierophant to me is also, a spiritual teacher. So there could be a lesson that you're learning here. And it feels like it's about the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles, I feel like somebody's taking credit for your work. Or there might be somebody who is a friend of a friend, or in this community or in this group, somebody that you can't trust. And it feels like you've come to a perspective or you're seeing it from a different point of view now. And maybe people have been telling you, look, get out of there. Get out of that situation because it's not a good one. It feels like you finally realize it and you put up some sort of a barrier between you and this person who's maybe an addict, or you've put up it feels like you're standing up for yourself and you're like protecting your home, protecting your loved ones, protecting yourself, putting yourself behind the barrier. And it feels like that maybe other people don't see this person for who they are, and they don't have to be a Capricorn. This is Capricorn energy. This is Taurus energy. We've got Piscean energy. It's like, I knew it. Like you knew it already, Virgo, and it's coming to light now. So the Devil is, to me, it could be something that is being done obsessively, that is bad for personal growth, maybe spiritual growth. We do have the Hierophant here, that you thought maybe this person was the Hierophant, but they're actually in the Devil energy. They're actually teaching things that are not savory. They're someone who maybe has an addiction. It's impairing them from making good decisions. It feels like you knew that this was going on because the Hanged Man is here, and you come to this realization that somebody was either copying you, or there is somebody in your community, in your friend group, a friend of a friend, that it feels like you've now need to put a barrier up between you and them. We've got the Magician. We've got the Page of Pentacles. It feels like it's something that you're going to have to use your tools for. It's like I feel like you don't want to call it out. Like you don't want to call it out here. You want to keep it behind the scenes. But I feel like it's time for you to use your tools to get out of here. It feels like this is not a good situation for you. Tell me about the Hanged Man. You're seeing things differently now. There's an Ace of Pentacles. Somebody was hiding something from you. It feels like somebody really tried hard to hide something from you here. We do have the World card. You've got to get out of there. It's telling me that. You've got to get out of there. The World card is telling me that you must close the door on something here. We do have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, you know what? It could be somebody that you had an interest in romantically. And I don't mean like there's not a huge interest, but I feel like you did have an interest in this person romantically. And it could be because we do have if you look at the wands here, right? We have the 7th wand in the hand. Somebody is protecting themselves, but we have 6 here. It almost feels like everybody else in the group of friends or friends of friends, or this group of work people, it feels like they've all been snowed by the devil. You know what I mean? It's like they still believe that this person is upstanding and great and what they do is right. And I feel like you have seen it for what it is. That's what it feels like. You've had a realization and you see it from a different perspective. It does feel like it's somebody that maybe you were starting to like or starting to love, or maybe this is romantic feelings. Maybe this is a friendship that was growing slowly, but I feel like you see something here and it's time for you to go. You've got to close the door. It feels like the World card is telling me, and I was saying that somebody was keeping something from you because the 3 and the 1 is 4. It feels like that they were keeping something away from you. Yeah, that you didn't realize or you didn't know. And as soon as you figured it out, up go the boundaries here. What is this? We've got the 7 of Pentacles. It does feel like it might be a work thing. It feels like somebody here took your idea or duplicated your work. It feels like somebody was watching how you were doing it and maybe duplicated your work here. We do have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Death card. Yeah, you've got to say something. I've got to end this relationship, this friendship. The 7 of Pentacles is, I was giving it some time. You were giving this person the benefit of the doubt and taking your time, keeping your head down, working, and just not really giving it much attention. But I feel like it comes to a place where your hair is standing up on the back of your neck. Do you know what I mean? When you realize how truly sinister somebody is here. It feels like this is a sinister thing. We have the 7 of Pentacles. It's a place where you have been working really hard. It feels like you've been giving this person reciprocal energy until you realize that what they were after was your Ace of Pentacles, which is on the ground, which is up here. So we have the Death card. It feels like something here needs to end. And what needs to end is the 9 of Wands in the reverse. So it feels like this energy of the 9 of Wands being in the reverse is like, I need to say something to someone. I can't sleep on it anymore. I got to come out from behind the fear wall. I can't be scared to say something. It does feel like this is going to cause transformation. It's going to cause something to end so something else can begin. It feels like you are starting the ball rolling on something that no one else could see, because you are the seer, right? You are the hermit. You are the person who could see it. And so I feel like you've learned a lesson, a big lesson here about somebody who's acting in a sinister way. And I feel like it's here that you decide you've got to say something with the the Death card here. It tells me that transformation needs to happen. Something needs to end so something can begin. And the 8 of Cups shows up with the full moon, which is the release. You've got to say something about it. Tell me about this 3 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, please. We've got the Emperor, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Swords. You have to say something. I did talk about the 3 and the 1 is 4, and when I do that, I have that feeling that somebody was hiding something, keeping it under wraps, not really telling anybody, and then the universe comes back with the 4 of Pentacles and says, yeah, you're right, actually. I'm just going to confirm that you were right. So it does feel like somebody is supposed to say something to the Emperor. I feel like somebody is supposed to say something to the boss, to the president, to the vice president, to the person who's in charge, the one who is the authority and has the stability and the influence to be able to change whatever is going on here. It feels like you will be saying something. You go from silence or holding back to actually saying something about it. So I feel like the jig is up for somebody, and I feel like you're outing somebody. What happens from here, please? What's the outcome? We've got the 2 of Pentacles, we've got the 4 of Wands, and we have the Strength card. So I feel like you held back because of your stability. It feels like you were like, you know what? I just need to stay in balance. I just need to look the other way. I'm not going to say anything. But I feel like it gets to a point where you can no longer stand it. It's like you could no longer hold back. You felt that if you were to say something to the boss or to the person who can do something about it, the influential person, you felt that if you said something, that it might rock your foundation. You might lose your job. Maybe they wouldn't believe you. You might lose the friend group. It feels like somebody here is trying to either duplicate your work. It feels like your work is on display. Wherever it is, your work is on display, or your friendships are on display, and it feels like this is the problem here. And you at first weren't saying anything. You were like, I'm not going to look here. My eyes are covered. My hands are covered. My hands are tied. It's not my business. But I feel like it comes to the point here where you are going to have to say something. And I feel like you had been holding back. I don't feel like you need to worry about your stability. I feel like the 4 of Wands is telling me that your home is okay. It's good because the 2 of Pentacles is here. There's stability in your home. You're not going to lose your job. We've got the Page of Cups. It's a surprise. Whatever you learn is a surprise. And when you bring it to the Emperor is going to be surprised. The Emperor is also telling me that you need to take charge of the situation and go to whomever the person of influence is to tell them what's going on. We have the Temperance card here in the reverse. Why is that? Do not, I repeat, do not give any more reciprocity to this person. Temperance in the reverse is a no. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. It feels like do not, just get as far away from this person as you can. I don't know who they are or what the deal is, but you've been warned, right? We do have Scorpio energy here. We do have Leo. We have Aries. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have a lot of, we have Pisces energy. We also have a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. And please, please, please don't forget to send your prayers and good energy to Florida. They're going through some terrible, terrible times, as we all know. And let's pray for them and get out some good energy to them. Thank you so much, Virgo, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Thanks, guys. Bye.